Yeah, pistol round already, and it will be LGB on the T side. This was their map pick. Both teams are very good at it. Property, though, I guess the away team, in a sense, picking CT side first, so nothing unexpected there.
Hmm. A lot of nades out actually. So I assume property here want to try to delay as long as possible, or they have some specific plan for those smokes. But actually, three towards B. This is a boost that we saw them do yesterday. Schneider's going to sit up here on the balcony, and I assume they'll rotate one over towards A. I think Twist last time pushed up mid to get information and got punished for it, so might not try the same thing again. And versus this full A, they're definitely playing retake here. Oh, whoa.
Yeah, they are.
Twist
That
from
was
Cat.
from the catwalk there with Twist.
Unbelievable
Nice long-range
shot.
shot. The rotations from Palf and Snyder are coming over now, so yeah, it's a full retake. Nice for property that they already picked off one long range with that USP, and now they're fighting close up. PRB with the Glock, fighting like 5 people. He'll be able to get one assist on another as Pauly helps him out with that nade from downtown. And Palf took another one out. So 2 on 3 here. LGB man advantage. Tech9's Blaze and Twist started off the round with the kill. Can he finish it off with 2 more? If he does, he gets 1. Can he get the second one close? He cannot. He actually only grabs 3 kills there, but costly round as all 10 people on the map have died. Bombed on the terrace.
Yeah, that was obviously that standard A take from LGB. We see a similar setup from Property. It was the perfect answer to it. Now Property were just counting on themselves to be able to perform the retake, but including LGB strat is not smoking off CT. So if they stood there and took some main battles, I think they would have had a better opportunity to get an early pick. And one thing I really liked from LGB is that they didn't burn their nade right away, but instead, you know, with their smokes, funnel most of the rotates into CT and then nade CT after a certain amount of time. I think it made a lot of sense, and it also did a lot of damage. Great nade from Pauly in that round.
Yeah, I think Property, maybe a slight mistake there when they let PRB get almost 2 of them with the Glock when there were 4 of them there. I think some might have been aiming at Pauly in the back of the site. But either way, they didn't kill him. And here we go. This is that survival round for LGB, looking to get 2 in a row. And they will do it with the mixture of submachine guns and AKs. 3 AKs, actually, and all of them will be brought over to the other round. It was a MAC-10 and a P90, I think, were the other 2 guns.
Right, so it was perfectly fine for them to lose that. Actually, Rubino rebuying a MAC-10 because he realized that Property spent some money on that round, so he knows that it'll most likely be a save here. And this is, you know, it's $1,000. You can beef up that kill reward. You get 3 kills in the round, you pretty much paid for it on top of the win bonus. And if you drop a gun or 2 again, you can pick up the 3 AKs once more. So Twist goes down top mid, and a couple of players putting pressure at B means it looks like they want to split here.
Yes. So Twist was just maybe trying to get a little bit closer there, top of mid, take one out early. Maybe get a gun if there was just someone there alone, but now with that kill over in mid, they'll hit the B site. They've got full control. Closest person is in Mark, or no, actually in Bench. Snyder was still in there, in the thick of it. And now Zenda, the last one, trying to rotate over. 1v4, hoping someone's going to exit Cat so he can maybe pop him, get a gun, and retreat out.
Yeah, his goal here is any kills. Pauly has armor even, so that's worth taking down. He's only got $300 to save, so if you can keep a rotate or keep a player in the site, make him explode with the bomb, or simply kill one, he's going to benefit from the money and as well drop a gun. Try to pick one up, but it looks like they're all rotating apps, which is probably the smartest thing to do. Oh.
Zenda, though, looks like he is expecting them to come through. Will they go all the way? Rubino was low, 30 HP, almost won't hit anywhere for that P250. He'll take him down.
Intent on saving here and grouping up.
Yeah.
Now, because Schneider actually didn't spend money on that second round, this is something interesting that we saw where teams would spend money on the second round and then do your standard saves and then buy and only have enough money for an M4, you know, light nades, or here we have FAMAS and full nades, which I think teams don't do enough, and no op. But because Schneider didn't spend money on that second round and the rest of his team did, he's still able to op. So that was some good foresight from Property. I think a much better way to deal with the economic meta, considering these second rounds aren't really easy to win anymore.
And this map might even come down to the op battles between Schneider and Poly. I feel like while I haven't seen these two teams face off against one another, I almost want to give the edge to Schneider. But if they don't find those op battles, or Schneider's not finding those picks to open things up, and it's just LGB running over them, they got the first 3 frags on this round. So, I mean, really good chance that they're going to take it here.
Yeah,
I ate my words a lot yesterday.
I don't know. This will be tough. I mean, Schneider already in a position to just save. Oh, Twist get a frag. Nice spray from Twist. He gets 2 in the round, but they were all just too late. Rubino again. We saw him do this yesterday, where he just went into A and got 2 picks, and the second one could have been traded really easily from Zende, and he, with just a little bit of whiff in, ended up not getting it, and Rubino took him down with a 1-tap. So opening up the A site by himself, which shouldn't be a possibility typically ever. But yeah, also losing the op there on Schneider, pretty unfortunate. I guess an op duel win by Poly.
Yeah, so
I don't know if they were looking at each other.
Yeah, probably got him while he was running away, trying to save it. So low money on the CTs means another save here in round 5. They might have just enough to force up in round 6, but maybe even then just a light buy, some upgraded pistols and armor, so you can buy up in full for round 7 with all your rifles. Because I mean, the double FAMASas didn't really work out, and Twist is the only person on the team getting kills right now.
Yeah, there's a couple of picks at A ramp. Those are good. Again, the goal is to keep the economy low, and while you still aren't at that big of a deficit, continue to do that, and then as the rounds wear out, you get into your next rifle round, obviously put a round on the board, and that's the best way to destroy an economy, as well as get some kind of a lead.
Through the smoke into CT spawn, Yakum will take out Schneider, and now that leaves Palf as the last man standing. He'll actually bring down Yakum, retreat into jungle. Rubino's pretty low here, 17 HP. PRB, though, coming over with the op. Must have picked it up from Poly. And yeah, he'll switch out for his preferred gun, that AK. I'm sure they'll be going back to A-ramp to get that, but just going to win the round first, and they do just that. PRB with a 3K here. Rubino and Yakum also on the board. Property, though, killing 3 people on that save, so not bad at all for them.
No, not bad at all. Again, they still have a bit of a bank. That is LGB, Rubino with 13K, but all the other players could have been that high as well. And because they've been able to kill people throughout the rounds, it's not as it's the advantage is not as heavily in LGB's favor as it might seem. Now, once again, the op this time is going to Twist, so he's going to be a mid. And they're going to leave Berg at A. Berg, a.k.a. Knight. And Schneider pushing the underpass actually gets a frag. Poly gets dropped, and the op is down. The lurk is down, and this might force LGB into a full execute.
Yeah, LGB trying to push out into A. Full blind smokes go down, but a little too late for Rubino as Zenda will spray him down. And let's see PRB trying to maneuver around these smokes. There is a player on porch, so let's see if he's going to watch his back. Yakum's going to have to be careful as well. Gets a kill, turns. And, well, PRB finds Knight Berg, who was the one up there on porch. But LGB not able to execute into that site with a man disadvantage. Property pick up their first round.
Yeah, so what I liked was that they took A immediately. I think there was slight hesitation, but not much at all. They were still going up against, not a stack, but once Schneider had gotten all that information, like not just that B apps was empty, but that that was the specific lurker that went down, then they knew it was going to be A. They might have been uncomfortable trying to go into A. But yeah, a lot of damage done already early round here. PRB, Poly, and his turn, way less than half health.
That was like a 150 damage nade there just across 3 people. Some gunfire exchange, but it's Poly who's one out. He takes the player who pushed, and I think that last one he just killed was in a window. Rubino opens up A. Yakum comes up the connector and clears out the jungle. So 2K for both Poly and Yakum, and that's the one-off win for Property, so that's going to hurt. Resets They already reset their max bonus because they'd lost 5 in a row, so they're coming into this round 8 pretty poor. Twist is like the only one with some money.
Yeah, as soon as something like this happens, you just buy because you're gonna have to end up saving again. Again, they're doing this again, which is really smart to have Twist not spend any money. It's something I think a lot of teams don't consider that we watch, and this is so that they can ensure they have their op. So these are pretty good buying patterns. But again, you don't put rounds on the board, it's not gonna work out anyway.
Schneider was able to get one, but Jacob just exploding onto this B site against the pistol armors. No trouble for him. Actually, one of those pistol armors is still up, and that's Zenda. He just picked up the kill. So Zenda and Berg, now just Zenda. And a 1-on-3. Mistern, the last like 2 rounds, he's just been sitting so low. So I imagine he's just chilling in a corner. Nah, he's chilling at bench. And Zenda probably gonna go ahead and save.
LGB's looking super strong right now, and on these key rifle rounds, they're able to get a lot of picks with like no trades from property, and that might be property being in awkward positions. But sometimes, you know, Rubino, for example, coming up the A ramp, that was a kill that could have been traded instantly. That's probably why they lost the round, and that might have been bad positioning within the site between. I think it was Berg and Zende, so that might be something they have to work on. And it also might have just been unlucky. We haven't seen that many rifle rounds to go off of in total, but we won't see another one this round either, as Twist is working up towards that op and everyone else a regular buy.
Yeah, Twist will spend some money, still floating around 4K though, so he should be good to still purchase the op if Schneider wants it. Yeah, let's see how they're going to work this. They're stacking into A. They've got 4 there, 1 at Firebox. Zende actually gets one and pushes forward to be brought down by Mistern. Let's see if Schneider can catch people off guard. He lets one go by and then takes down Jacob. PRB, though, immediately with the trade out, even wall bangs him. So it's just Knight. Might be able to get one more person here, make it still somewhat costly. Does. Might actually be able to get more than one now. I didn't expect that first one to be so clean. So fresh and so clean. As Mistern picks up the bomb, we'll plant it for the connector.
Yeah, and Berg the outcast on this round. He's going to have a hard time finding his way into the site.
Molotov's Ardal blocked him off. Let's see what he can do. Mistern. Nice 2K for him, PRB as well, and there you have it. Yeah, it was just an eco round, but the newer players, at least in the sense of playing together, in the 5, PRB and Mistern lighting up the scoreboard so far.
Yeah, right. As per usual, good kill distribution across the board. Again, one of the rare opportunities for a full buy here from property, and this is where they need to take a stand because they've already lost a half numerically, as we like to say in Poly. Wow, Tita flash, but also takes Twist's life. And that's a man advantage right now for LGB. Once again, way too early, I'd say. Trading a little bit of damage onto Mistern, but not nearly worth the entire life of a player. And at this point, they do not want to get too spread out, but also want to have a good way to anticipate what's going to happen. Schneider spots a smoke on Cat, but a player goes down jungle, and now it's all down to Berg in the site.
That was unfortunate. He got caught. Zenda got caught with a nade out there in jungle. Schneider, though, coming through the connector, will be able to get 2 because of that silence Colt. And let's see Rubino in the site. 2-on-2. They've actually brought it back from a round that didn't start off great for property. Schneider with 2 of those kills. Let's see what he and Palf can do. They're both full blind right now. Mistern is creeping up on him. He's in that sandwich. He's got the bomb, so he needs the cross, which could be difficult with both players posted up there. And Mistern instead just going to go for the kills. Or the pop flash.
I mean,
they hear it coming, though. They hear the bounces, so they turn. Palf turns right back, takes Rubino's face off. And now it's just Mistern. And a 1-on-2.
Oh.
And they try to peek them together. Doesn't quite work out. Mistern grabs Palf. Still has 15 seconds on the board.
Oh, my
And he
goodness.
gets them both, actually. So wins that 1-on-2. Gets the personal $300 for planting the bomb.
Oh, they really, really messed that up. They Puff peeked the top of the stairs when, you know, there was only 10 seconds left, so he was assuming a plant would go down, but Mistern would have had to plant the bomb in that situation, and there was no way he could free up a kill if they didn't peek. because he didn't have time to walk around anything, and they could have traded for sure. And that put Schneider in a 1v1 he didn't need to be in. Now, Schneider was the only reason that round got as close as it did because he was the one who jumped out a window behind into connector and flanked 2 people. But it was all in vain. I didn't see it.
Twist, quick 1 dig. I saw it from the person who was killed's perspective. Still quick. And they've got themselves onto the site once more. This time they have the man advantage. 3 on 2. Mr. is low once again. 5 HP. This guy taking 95 damage almost every round. Somehow living through it. Yakum brings down Palf as he tries to sneak in there through some smoke cover. Doesn't work out. That leaves Schneider last one up with the 5-7 rotating around through his, well, the enemy spawn. PRB is not going to be caught off guard, though. He is watching this and should get that headshot. Just keeps holding down the trigger. Schneider re-peeks into the spray. And then some BM there from PRB. Some shots into the corpse.
Yeah, so best we're looking at is a 5-round half for property. It's pretty much a failure, I think. Here on Mirage, it's not going to be something they're going to be looking forward to. Again, we saw their Mirage struggle yesterday, but it was their map pick last time, and I don't think they feel like any less confident. But look, they have 3 ops on the board. Twist, Berg has one for A, and Schneider has one in middle. This is something we talked about. And Berg does open it up, so they might think the op on the round is at A. Little do they know, there is an op at every site right now.
Yeah, that's... Generally, you don't see the team that's losing by 9 rounds run the greedy triple op setup, but I guess that's what they feel they need to do. They've been losing the rifle duels time and time again on the A site, so just, you know, keep the distance. Try not to get smoked out and hit your op shots. But will it work? They've got Rubino so far. And the bomb, all the Terrace players actually are so far from their bomb right now. Move it in underpass. They've pushed up to mid. Zenda's about to get caught off guard, but with a quick flick, actually brings down Yakum on the boost, which is also going to reveal that Mystic is down there as well.
Poff has his connector walk up and... Ooh, both of them knowing. Oh, Mr. getting the better of him with a nice shot onto Cat. It's down to 10 HP right now. LGB could honestly afford to lose this round. This would actually be a great opportunity to do it. Economy would just be destroyed. But at the same time, they'd have to go up against the 3 ops, which is also limiting the mobility of property right now. So they can avoid them, which they can't right now. That does get a kill. Schneider and himself hopping.
I was worried Schneider was about to walk in front of that.
Oh, hits him. Where's that? Oh, that was from Cat.
That was...
My goodness. Yeah, the op from Cat stops the plant. 2 ops in CT. Make sure there's no place that he could have put the ball down on that side.
So the 2 riflers died that round, and all 3 ops survived and got killed. So do you think Palf and Zenda just buy some ops when they can?
That's the
5 op setup.
That's the answer. I mean, they do. I don't know like what they were thinking, but at the same time, it's kind of, I mean, on CT side, you know, you can do 2 ops or whatever. 3 ops is obviously excessive, but on a map like Mirage, there's pretty much a place for it everywhere you go. So you can almost justify it, and it ended up winning them the round. One of 2 rounds that they've won. Let's see.
Yeah, it definitely changed up the pace and the strategy. It caught LGB off guard, and now they're just running into a wall of ops once more. They've given up the first 2 picks. Twist is going to hit 2. Can he get Rubino as well? He does. Twist now heating up. He's got 3 in a row. Can he go on fire? No, he cannot. Polly will extinguish him. And he'll actually get a second, so now it's Polly who's heating up. Knight, though, coming over at the op, barely misses that one. And it's Polly by himself on the van, getting mollied up. He steps up onto the barrel, and Knight hits that shot. Will they pick up that op once more? It's Zenda who's got to grab it.
He's looking for it.
And he does. He gets it there at the end, so they keep the ops alive.
Can't blame him. There we go. Another round where ops were very crucial, and LGB are finding it difficult to deal with them. It's interesting that this is truly the answer. I mean, you wouldn't typically see that. You just won't see 3 ops unless you pick up the 3rd one, right?
Yeah.
It's rare that you'd see that part of a setup.
Or you're just
so
like
expensive.
Gonna 16-0 a team.
Yeah, exactly.
You just pick them up to be rude.
Oh, nice shot from Snyder. Catches Rubino jumping across.
The op's actually really good at that angle too. Push, like if you have the spawn for it to go into Palace like that.
Yeah.
The only downside is sometimes if they're already close, they can catch you off guard.
Oh, Mister, and catches Twist on the repeat and evens it up. P site is wide open right now. They don't know it.
Another one. Schneider was up on ticket. Maybe Palf can redeem his team here. Does find Jacob, tries to transfer that spray over to PRB, but can't quite do it. So LGB now in a 3-on-2. Spray here from Miss Stern, grab Zenda, Pauly to get Knight, and that'll finish up that round. So 11-3 here for LGB.
Yeah, they secured that round when Pauly completed his lurk into B. Just got that information and got that last frag. But as soon as they knew B site was wide open, they had it. And yeah, work picks just a little bit better than Property, who I thought were starting to figure it out. But even though they were, it's a little bit too late. And right now, actually, even though they had won 2 rounds in a row, don't have much money at all. Even these players who only have pistols don't have any nades. And I think going up against a full execute here, actually have 2 ops as well. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, so still 3 ops in the game. They're just split up between the 2 teams. Schneider still has his. Mystic starts off with a kill there. PRB moving out. Rubino as well. Getting 2 kills into the A site. Schneider, though, trying to hold it down. Almost gets that second one through the smoke. And Berg is still up there in the palace being a nuisance. He's about to get naded. And I guess he sensed that because he just booked it. So Knight and Schneider, CZ and Op. And I'm actually curious. Oh, that's why he's running. No bullets, but Knight finds himself an AK over there in T-spawn. He's scavenging. That's how poor these CTs have been.
Schneider in a good spot to get a kill here. Oh, this player was way too close to him. Pauly getting the better of him.
And now it's up to Berg coming around. Gonna get completely blind, try to hop up onto Tetris, see if Rubino will advance on him. Still have not got the bomb down. Pauly is holding it. And are they actually? Yeah, Pauly's just running it over to B. And then Rubino will sit in connector to try to lock it down. And Berg doesn't even check it. So there it is, 12-3 half for LGB. And we talked about this being a good map for both teams. Yeah, it's not over yet, but LGB getting 12 rounds on the T side. It does look pretty soon to being over for Property.
Yeah, now we have seen similar dominant T halves from them. And that's why I was a little bit surprised yesterday when they weren't able to have their way on T side. But at the same time, 2 different tiers of teams here. Now, LGB, they win a pistol, it's already over. But yeah, I mean, I don't know how much there's to say about Properties. T side is they weren't able to get their feet on the ground versus Gamers 2. I can't say it's going to be that much easier. I won't say it's going to be that much harder. I think similar matchups, not in playstyle, but in results.
Yeah, and LGB actually pulled out a pretty solid CT side yesterday on Mirage.
Yeah,
which sometimes we'll see them slip up on the CT side against equal caliber or better teams. So we'll see what happens here. The pistol round is going to be obviously very important. If LGB wins it, like you already said, it's, you know, the beginning of the end. If Property gets it, though, and they mount a decent T side, definitely could come back.
Still going to be hard, but they could still come back. They could always capitalize if they know what LGB, or they have a good idea of what they're going to do, capitalize on the aggressive, you know, double plays that they do. But I don't know if... But that's definitely harder to do on the, you know, comebacks are always harder to mount on T side because you have to count on entries. There's a lot more randomness when it comes up to entry fragging, and that's what's always difficult, though. There's always a bit of luck involved in any round. Yeah.
Smokes all flying out over towards A. They got one on the site, and it looks like jungle and stairs have been covered. Rubino going to push up. Zenda's planting the bomb and will get it down before even a point of damage is dealt. And now Rubino comes over to deal that damage. A nice one-tap there onto Zenda and some damage after the fact onto Palf. He did about 149 there. And someone's already on the bomb. And they've got it. Just like that. Player had a kit. Pauly defuses the bomb. Will they kill Twist as well? Rubino! Going for the knife. Easy $1,500.
Yeah, that's a perfect opportunity to get a knife. You know, they're on reload. Round's over. It's just, you already won.
They're trapped in a corner.
Yeah, huge amount of money. I'm surprised we don't see the op from him second round. But
Surprising to see all chat from either team.
yeah, that was the exact same pistol strat that we saw from Property yesterday, where they had Twist go through B apps and flank, and it worked yesterday. They lost their first pistol yesterday, won their T pistol yesterday, but this time LGB were all over the site so quickly that Property didn't even have enough time to work on their flanks, like even a few extra seconds that they needed. And so being able to get on the bomb as soon as they did, I think was what Property couldn't adjust to.
Yeah, and while they lost that round, it's still, at least they got the bomb down, right? So they'll have money to buy up here on round 18, aka next round, and maybe if they can get those rifles together, they'll still have a chance. Or, you know, the Tech 9 will just show up big here for Zenda, doing a lot of damage to Poly, but Poly peeks out with the scout, will take off the head of Zenda after taking 98 damage in return. Rubino finding one, now finding... Oh, that's actually Mystic that picks up Palf. So all members surviving here. Almost the team ace. It was just Yakem with the P90 that didn't get on the board. And here come the rifles. Minimal nades, which can be really rough on Mirage. At least they have 3 smokes, so that's enough to execute at either A or B. But no second chances if the execute doesn't work out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's gonna be tough. They have 3 smokes, so that would be a light A execute. They could use a smoke to smoke window. If they wanted to get mid control, it'd be hard to do. I mean, I don't know what they want to throw here, but it looks like a couple of flashes instead of any kind of smoke. Yeah, 1 window smoke out. So on top of that, they've got 2 left, and that's something that really important to keep in touch with. Now, Rubino already finds an early pick, and that is on a player holding a smoke. So they don't pick that up. They only got 1 left.
Yeah, and they've just thrown another. So now they've got 0. 1 flash on Berg, and Berg even is maybe not long for this world at 7 HP. Pauly also pretty low at 6. I'm guessing he took a lot of damage in window once more.
Wow,
Let's see if Schneider can... Oh, Schneider just gave up the angle.
This rotate was huge. Like, they just left B-side almost completely, expecting some sort of A play right now. Twist is escorted into the connector. This is the position we saw Dosia get to when they wanted to take B. This time, though, it's looking like a full A take as Schneider was holding the apps. So, you know, no one's lurked up, but they also do have to be aware of the A ramp push, which I'm sure they'll be keen on checking. Going up against 3 players right now.
All right, so now they, after getting picked off over there at B by Rubino, they'll bring it back to A, trying to come out of the ramp right now. Pauly taking someone in connector is traded. And now Property just open it up, taking 3 kills almost immediately. And that leaves PRB and Yakem to come over. SMGs versus rifles. Actually, PRB will go ahead and take up that AK now. P90, though, still blazing. And the bomb has been planted. Okay, so time ticking against LGB right now on their retake. Schneider's in the best spot pretty much to hold on to the A site if you can get it. Gonna get mollied off, though, which is actually bad news. He's gonna have to push through. He's getting really, really low. And it's going to be in about a couple seconds, but it gave him enough time. Not able to run back through, he would have died.
That was perfect.
The damage racks up real quick.
That was a great retake. They gave him no options. They tried to kill Schneider straight up and then had Yakem look for the second man out. And that disallowed Schneider from peeking out and trading on a player who had his back turned to him. And he was about to go up the ladder and just get in Schneider's face and try to trade 1-for-1, you know, 50-50 type of trade. But instead, they had a molly to deal with him and didn't have to kill him at all. So there was really no play for Schneider to make there. It was just the perfect retake from LGB.
All right, LGB will get aggressive in middle. Yakem was the one who pushed all the way up. Rubino holding back a little bit, gets the 2 top of mid, turns the underpass, finds Palf. Schneider was mollied off, couldn't assist. Or maybe that molly saved his life for the time being. Maybe he would have just died as well. He's got himself a 1v4 if he wants to keep his team alive, fighting for the tie. But it is going to be really difficult. He's sitting top of mid, maybe waiting for someone to push him. He does have the bomb, so at least he has that going for him.
He's got a minute in the bomb. Yeah, the only way you can win a 1v4 is if the other team makes mistakes. And if we look at their setup right now, Rubino is keeping an eye on the front of mid as well as in the palace. So there's a few moments where he could cross up towards Cat, but again, only a fluke. Actually, Mr. has a full ion connector there. And as Schneider tries to walk up, there'll be a player there to trade. That's Rubino, 4 kills in the round. We'll play by LGB.
Yeah, and having trouble finding some frags. Not that frags are everything, but getting into the sites was rough. Zenda and Palf weren't able to land too many kills. It was really Twist and Schneider for the most part. And I think the other player that I'm forgetting had 10 kills in there. So we'll see if they can step it up on Inferno, which was their map pick.
Hmm.
It's going to be tough though. Like you just lose that on Mirage, which I would say about Property, they probably feel that they're comfortable on that map.
Yeah.
And then having lost pretty badly, they move to Inferno where they're going to have to start on the T side. It could be rough for them if they don't get off to a good start.
Yeah, it could be rough. I feel like yeah, I mean, Inferno is a map that more people are good at in general, and then Mirage is a map that some people hate as a team, and some people feel like it's their best map. The awkward thing here is that I feel like Property might have picked Mirage if not for a map like they played yesterday. Um, Not even considering if they've played it other times yesterday, but coming into Inferno, yeah, they are starting on T side. That's not going to be as fun for them, but a good team can work through that, and I think we'll definitely see T rounds be a lot easier to come by. LGB looking solid though, for sure.
Yeah, and if Property can maybe just like even just getting that pistol round, like just that can make you forget about what has already happened. You got one round on the board, maybe you can get the 3 on your T side. But we'll have to wait just a little bit here to get this map started. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go throw to a quick break. But right before we go, remind you what you're watching. It's the CEVO MLG Pro League Season 7, $135,000 in prizes. And I'm your caster, Helium, with me, Launders. You can see our Twitters there. I'm at Heliumbrella. Launders is at CS Boxer. Make sure to give us a follow. Hit us up. Some live tweets during the game or whatnot. Let us know how much you love sandwiches. And we'll be back in just a bit, so stay tuned.